Let me introduce everything with you. Basically, Guideware is a tool which is used to provide insurance to the people. Of course, it is there in US and Canada only as of now, and it is there in all these states. We have competitors for Guideware as well, like Duck Creek, Majesco. We have multiple competitors. Right now in Guideware, we have these 4 modules: Policy Center, Billing Center, Claim Center, and Contact Manager. As a part of our course, we will be going to discuss the Policy Center. So basically, before we learn about the Policy Center, let's learn about what is insurance, because Guidewire is a tool which is used to provide the insurance, right? So in order to understand, first we should know the basic of Guideware. I mean, basic of insurance. Then only we should learn about the Guideware, right? So we will first understand the basics of insurance, since I believe you guys are not from insurance background. So you might not be aware of few terms which we use in the insurance, right? Because every field have their own terminologies. So that you won't confuse in the future, we will start with the basic terms and basic introduction of the insurance. So basically, insurance is something, as you all know, right? Even if it is India or any other country, US, Canada, doesn't matter, any other country, right? People purchase insurance in order to protect themselves in case of losing money. And we have two parties involved here in the insurance, okay? One is the insured and one is the insurer. Remember these two terms, insured and the insurer. Insured is an individual. I'm so sorry. Insured is an individual who purchased the insurance, and insurance company is known as insurer, which is used to provide the insurance to the insured. Of course, there will be agent in between the insured and the insurer, which is used to bring the business to the insurance company. So basically, these agent brings business to the insurance companies. Now, why it is important to have insurance? Because of risk. So risk is something which is not in our control. So any event which we cannot control and we have a loss associated with that, that is known as risk. So basically, we have insurance because of the risk, right? So whenever there is a risk involved with anything, we will go for the insurance. For example, if you purchase a vehicle, always there will be a risk associated with that. Either that vehicle gets stolen or for the accident, anything, right? So in case of risk, we have the insurance. Now coming to the terminologies which we use in insurance. First one is the policy. So basically, policy is a contract, or policy is something which specifies what are all the risks going to be covered in the policy and how much money insurance company will pay for the losses. In case of losses, how much money insurance company will going to pay, that is there in the policy, right? So policy contains insured name, address, the date of the policy, the expiration date of the policy, everything will be there in the policy. What are all the coverages we will be going to cover in the policy, everything will be there. Coverage. Coverage is something, what are the risks we are going to cover in the policy. For example, if you purchase a vehicle, the risk can be bodily injury, maybe theft insurance you are taking if it gets stolen, maybe liability insurance, anything, right? Any coverage related to the vehicle, correct? Anything which can damage the vehicle or which can happen to the vehicle, you will take all those coverages, right? So that comes under the coverage. Now, policy holder. Basically, policy holder is the person who owns the policy, okay? Who purchased the policy from the insurance company. That is nothing but policy holder. Then we have premium. Premium is nothing but a money which we pay to the insurance company in order to purchase the policy. Okay. In insurance terms, we used to call money as premium. Okay. Now, how this insurance process work? Basically, there is some event which result in loss. If there is a loss, then policyholder will go to the insurance company and ask for the claim. Correct. Now, insurance company is not going to give the insurance directly. They will determine, okay, this particular event is there. For example, a very simple example is like, suppose some personal vehicle gets stolen. He went to the insurance company and asked for the insurance. Now, of course, insurance company will determine whether that theft coverage is there in the policy or not. If it is there in the policy, then they will provide the insurance for that. But if it is not there, they will clearly say, okay, this coverage you have not taken, we are not going to pay you for that. Right? If it is there, then policyholder will pay a small fee, which is used to call as deductible. Basically, this deductible decides at the time of purchasing the policy. Basically, it is a small amount of money which you have to pay to the insurance company in order to start the insurance process. More is your deductible, less premium you have to pay. Less deductible, more premium. So depending upon how you are going to take the policy, at the time of that, you decide the deductible value. Once that is done, remaining amount will be paid by the insurance company. Any doubts still here? Anyone? You guys can speak up, no worries.
So deductible is mostly, let's say if it's a car accident, deductible is mostly used or has to be paid by the person who is not who's at fault, right?
Not who has fault, but the person who owns the policy. Because the fault can also happen from the other person as well.
No. Yeah, so basically, if there is a policy, so according to the Canada here, if somebody is is at fault, is when they pay the deductible. If they are not at fault, they don't have to pay the deductible. So I just wanted to confirm that.
No. So when you say who is at fault, see, we have the liability coverage as well, right? So if the third person is the guilty, he's not going to pay the deductible, right? Are you getting
Yeah.
my
So
point?
that's what I said. Let's say Mr. A and B meet with an accident, and if Mr. B is at fault, that means then Mr. B is gonna cover Mr. A's deductible as well, right?
So again, here two things are there. What, let's suppose A and B are not there, only A is there, and only A met with an accident, and it's between insurance company and the insured.
Got it. Then Mr. A is gonna pay the
Yeah,
yeah. Got
correct.
it. Got it. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. These are the insurance which are used to cover in the Guideware. So basically, Guideware only covers property and casualty insurance, and we do not have any health insurance over here. Guideware is planning to release that as well, but not now. Maybe in their later releases they can do. But right now we only have PNC insurance. I'm going to explain you all of them. So the first one is the personal auto. Basically, personal auto is used to provide insurance for your personal vehicle. Homeowners is used to provide, the first one is the personal auto, and the fourth one is the commercial auto. If you see right in front of your screen, commercial auto is used to provide the insurance for your vehicle which is for commercial use. Second one is the homeowners, which is used to provide insurance for your which is used to provide the insurance for your personal home. Like you have purchased some home and you want to take the insurance for your home. Then we have the homeowners. Then we have seventh one, commercial property, which is used to provide insurance for your property which is for commercial use. Then we have inland marine, which is used to provide insurance for your water vehicles. And the fifth one is the commercial policy, which is a package policy. Basically, package policy means in a single policy, you can have multiple lines. For example, policy personal auto is a line, homeowners is one line, inland marine is one line. So in a single product commercial policy, you can have general liability, you can have commercial property. So in a single, basically in a single policy, you can have multiple lines, okay, or multiple products you can have, okay. You can have multiple products in a single product, and that too is a package. If anyone needs for a package, then we can go for a commercial policy, which is a package policy. Sorry. Then the eighth one is the general liability. General liability is a third party insurance, right? So basically, for example, as we discussed, right, if there are two persons who are driving the car, and because of first person, second person met with an accident, so what first person insurance company will do, they will provide the compensation on behalf of the first person, that is third party insurance or the liability insurance. Now if you see the sixth one, it is a umbrella policy. Suppose in a general liability we only have a limit of $1,000, okay, but we want higher limit, okay, higher limit because we know there are more chances for the accident or anything, then we can go for a higher limit. So for example, in general liability, if only 1,000 limit is there, right, then we can go with we can go with the umbrella which provides us limit more than 1,000. So that's the concept of umbrella. Then we have workers compensation. Workers compensation is used to provide insurance to the workers who work at civil or construction sites. Any doubts here?
Hi. I have
Hey,
a
hi.
doubt.
Yes,
General
please go ahead.
liability.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's general liability insurance.
Okay. Basically, as I mentioned, this is a third party insurance. For example, there are two person A and B. Now, this
Yeah.
B person did accident to the person A. Okay. And it's the fault of the person A. Okay. It's the fault of the person A, and the second person that met with an accident. So,
Mm.
since the person met with an accident because of first person, so that first person insurance company will compensate to that other person on behalf of the first person. His
Oh,
insurance company will compensate for that.
okay. Okay. So they will consider whose fault is the first.
Yes, yes,
They
of course. Yes,
accident. First they consider whose fault.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
got
yeah. So we have two type of risk: pure risk and speculative risk. Insurance company works on a principle of pure risk, where we do not have any loss, where we, as a insured, either we will be having the loss or no loss situation, but we cannot get any gain or profit. For example, if I'm not utilizing my insurance, then I will be in the loss situation because I'm just paying the premium quarterly or yearly, depending upon my plan. And no loss situation will be whatever, since I'm paying the insurance company for 10 years, but I utilize this year only, but I will get only what I can get this year. Though I was paying from last 10 years, but I will only get for this year. So this is a no loss situation, right? So either we will be in the loss or no loss, but we will not get profit from that. How insurance work? So you have to pay premium to the insurance company, and in exchange what they will do, they will provide you the money or compensation whenever required in case of any need or in case of any accident, in any mishappening. So these are the terminologies which we use in Guideware. So we in insurance, so basically we have covered first four. So underwriter, if we talk about, basically these are the people who evaluate risk. For example, suppose as a person, as a driver, I'm taking the insurance and I have my license suspended. Okay, my license is suspended, so I went to the insurance company and asked for an insurance. So they will check, okay, this person license is suspended, right? So there's a risk associated with that person. So either they will put some condition, or they will not provide me the insurance, or they will increase the premium, because they will not provide insurance to the person having suspended driving license, right? So these people, basically underwriter, they evaluate the people and risk, and on based of that, in premium gets increased. Account is basically used to have policies inside it. Effective date is the start date of the policy. Expiration date is the end date of the policy. Any doubts over here in these terminologies?
What is the premium actually? It's kind of
Money which we pay to the insurance company to buy the
okay.
policy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Then why different people have different premium and what should we use to calculate the premium? So basically in Guideware we have the rating engine which is used to calculate the premium. And why different people have different premium? Because there are multiple factors associated in calculating the premium. Sub age, if it is a driver, if it is experienced driver, then of course age matters, right? If it is experienced person having experience in driving, right, so the premium will be less. If a person is immature or if it is a beginner, premium will be more. The credit score, area in which the person is living, if it is an accident prone area, premium will be more. So there are multiple factors. These are like 4 to 5 factors which are listed over here, but there are multiple factors which are responsible for calculating the premium for different product. For personal auto, there will be different factors. For homeowners, there will be different factors. Any doubts? Any doubts in insurance basics? Okay, I'll take it as no. This is the code base we will be going to use as is the part of the training. Or as even this code base is same for all the companies as well. It's just that they add new products, but the basic concept is same. So this is how it looks like. We will be having front end, back end, everything over here in this. This is how it looks like. This is where we will be going to do everything. Database, UI, everything over here only. Now it's up to you guys. You can go ahead and ask questions if you have any.